Hello, hello. I am using a new software for the first time. I'm really excited about it. So let me know. Can you see? Can you hear me? I see that it's working here. Okay, audio's working. Oh, this is so exciting. This is a software that I found so that I could be everywhere I wanted to be at once. So I'm very excited about that and happy that it is working. Would you do me a favor and drop a comment in the chat below and let me know that you're here? I am going to be working on getting it so that I can see all of your comments at once. I think that we are good to go. So just let me know, drop a comment so that I can see that you are here. Thank you so much for being here. What we're going to be chatting about today is I have heard from so many people that they have all of these really powerful dreams, right? They're ready. Oh, awesome. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me. Yay. Okay. So I've been hearing from so many people that they have these beautiful things on their vision board and they have already sketched out what they want their first book to be about. They see themselves on these beautiful stages. I don't know if that's you. If you know that you have a book in you, just drop like a book emoji below or like a hand emoji so that I know that this is on your vision board as well. This is a huge dream for a lot of people. And it's something that we want to check off our list, but we start getting so stressed about it because we're still trying to run our business that we're like, will this ever freaking happen? Right? And it's a huge step in your visibility where you're not just running your business anymore. You're becoming an influencer. You're becoming a brand. You're helping more people than you've ever been able to help before. That's the ultimate dream, right? That's why we want to get on stage. That's why we want to write our book. We want to have a greater impact. Chances are, if that's you, you know that if you were able to get your message out there, you could help so many more people. Yes, exactly. Okay, yeah, I'm getting some emojis. So thank you so much for responding and letting me know. So that's wonderful. And a lot of, I don't know, do you guys know like the projector, generator, those kind of personality types? I'm a generator, but everyone that I attract into my circle, 99% are projectors. Any projectors in here? Yeah, I'm getting some hearts. Yeah, you're hearing me? Yeah, tons and tons of projectors. If you're a projector, you're so good at seeing the future. You're so good at seeing the vision of where you could go, but actually putting in a clear plan of action is really, really challenging. So drop in the comments if you can resonate with that. I know that that used to be a problem for me until I developed my system, but it's something that a lot of people struggle with, right? So I totally hear you. If this is on your vision board, then this is something that has been put on your heart, right? This is the impact that you are meant to make in the world. There are not a lot of people who are given not only a business idea, but a book idea and have the heart to become a public speaker. It's very, very few people. We're talking top 1%, right? So hang on just a second. There we go. There we go. Just blocking somebody. So hi everyone that's joining. Hello. Good to see you. So if this is something that has been on your heart, let's chat a little bit about the reality of the strategy, okay? We're going to talk a little bit about my history of publishing a best-selling book on Amazon. And we're going to be talking a little bit about me becoming a public speaker. And I've been able to be on 6 stages in the last 4 months. Really cool, right? And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm showing you that this is 100% possible. This is going to be a change in your business because it's not just about serving your clients and exchanging time for money anymore. This is about you continuing to do that, getting it as automated as you can, still serving, but taking the free time that you have, and instead of developing a new program, a new idea, a new freebie, a new collaboration, instead, this is go time for you to step into that future self. How do you do that? The first thing you need to do this with me and write this down if you need to, is that you need to start making a plan. So I want you to get out a piece of paper or get out your calendar and start figuring out, okay, how much time can I start setting aside per week to accomplish this future goal? Because if you don't do that, it's never going to happen, right? I want to help you make this happen. So the best way we can do that is clarity. Can you give 1 hour a week? If you can give 1 hour a week, just put 1 in the comments below. Even if you're on the replay, put a 1. Can you give 2 hours a week? Put 2. However many hours you can give to this journey every single week, I want you to put that in the comments below so that you can start understanding how you're utilizing your time. Let's say that it's an hour. That's not a ton of time, right? But that's okay. That's enough time that if you're organized, you can spend that hour, if it's maybe right when you're waking up, writing out your book, right? The first 2 weeks is going to be you focusing on the outline. The next probably 6 to 8 months is going to be writing out the book. Then a month for editing. Then a month for publishing and getting the cover designed and all that fancy stuff. And then getting ready to launch. Do you see what I'm saying? However much time. Okay, awesome. Am I saying your name right? Toy? Is it Toy or Toya? Let me know. Toya says she has 5 hours a week. That's an awesome amount of time. So if you have up to 5 hours a week, you can figure out, do I work best doing a little bit every day? That, like, for example, my mom, that's totally how she is. So she breaks things down a little bit a day. I'm a blocker. I want to get in, get as much as I can done, and then not have to worry about it until the following week. So I would probably put all those at once, okay? But it totally depends on your personality. Go with what resonates best with you and how you work well. Understand when your creative time is and set that aside. Literally take out your physical calendar or bring up your Google Calendar and just block off that hour a day or those 5 hours once a week. That's going to be huge. Toy. Okay. Awesome. Cute. I love that name. So if you're able to do that, you're already so much further ahead because you're going to be taking action. This starts tomorrow, right? So if you start this tomorrow, even if you're not sure how you're going to get started, this is going to start becoming a part of your daily routine. This is really important because if you want to become that author, if you want to become a public speaker, it's going to take time. And this is what I hear from a lot of people. I'm waiting for the opportunity to come to me. That's a beautiful thing. That's a total projector thing to say. Rachel and I were talking about that this morning. And even though that's beautiful, I hope for you that that happens, especially with a book. This is something you need to start yourself, especially with public speaking, or if TEDx is on your vision board. This is something that only you can do. Only you can apply to those TEDx talks. So what I'm trying to help you do is take those beautiful dreams that you have and then make them a tangible reality. Right? This is what's so incredibly powerful, because if you can start taking this time every single week, and especially if you're starting with your book, and we'll talk about public speaking in a second, you're going to start seeing progress. This is what I did. So my book is called Publicity Jumpstart. I co-authored this with my friend who's also a publicist, and her name is Kristen Marquet. She lived in New York, so we had a 3-hour time difference. For me, since I'm very much a generator, I'm very much a shark, I can go in and get things done, and I have a chunk of time, right? So I knew that. So every single day I was going into my Google Doc that we shared, and I was writing, right? I can go back, I can edit it later, but at least if I can go section by section, every single day I would take a section, I was able to get it done in about 2 months. So does anyone else relate to that? Or are you kind of like, yeah, that's how I like to work. I like to sit down, get it all done. Or are you someone who maybe really likes to journal things out for just a little bit a day? Either way, you can definitely make this work. So take the time, give it your attention, and I promise you, you're going to be seeing weekly progress if you stick to this. Okay, so let's move a little bit into the vein of public speaking, because you may be thinking like, yeah, I really want to do this book. But in all reality, a book is going to take you anywhere from 9 months to a year to get finished. So if you're really wanting to get on stage sooner, and both your book and your talk can be very similar in topic if you want them to. They don't have to, but that can make it a little bit easier. Why not first flesh out your signature talk, right? Why not first land a TEDx stage, knowing that by the time you go and actually get up on the stage, maybe your book will be done and be coming out, right? So there's a lot of different possibilities that you can do if you start with public speaking. And the cool thing about starting with public speaking is that you have time to craft and identify your message. When I usually start working with people, they have a really loose topic that they want to speak on, right? Toy says she's finishing her book on Mother's Day. Oh my gosh, you'll have to send me a link. I would love to read that. Congratulations. So Toy is a different situation, which we'll address in a few minutes if you already have a book and you're wanting to step into being a public speaker. But the cool thing about public speaking, like I was saying, is that you have such a cool opportunity to craft out that talk. You have time. And if you have 2 to 5 hours a week to set aside to really think on this and shape out your talk and be very detailed in terms of a strategy, because specifically with TEDx, you have anywhere from like 6 to 12 minutes, and you want those to make the biggest impact, right? I had 6 minutes on my TEDx talk. That was my first official public speaking gig. I did my first TEDx in Las Vegas. I did my second one in New York. So I did not have the experience of just getting brought in as a public speaker and just kind of figuring it out. I started with a very structured situation like TEDx, which I think was really cool because if you've never spoken a day in your life, don't worry about it. If you can let a TEDx talk and have that time with your coach, rock the TEDx stage, then you have that beautiful footage when you're submitting for other talks. It's incredible. That's what happened to me. People heard that I was doing TEDx and they're like, hey, can you speak here? Hey, can you speak here? And I booked 6 gigs in 3 months. Like I'm not saying like, yay me, but I'm saying, look at what's possible for you. If you were to really take this seriously and put aside the time, you could be on a TEDx stage in 3 months. Like that's how this works. So that's what I really want to encourage you to do, because if this kind of situation, this movement in your career is really on your heart, I want to help equip you with the actual steps to get there, right? Because obviously if a book is on your heart, public speaking is on your heart, you have an incredible message to share. So I'm here to answer your questions. I'm going to dig into Toy's specific situation in just a moment. In the meantime, I want to invite you to the free challenge I'm hosting in 2 weeks. It's called Stage by Summer. I'm co-hosting it with my dear friend, Amber Annette. We're both public speakers, and we're going to be showing you how to craft your signature talk. This is specifically TEDx style, but you know what I found is the past 2 gigs that I've done, they've actually said, hey, we want this to be TEDx style. So this is applicable to not just the TEDx stage, but every single stage that you might be booking, which is really cool, right? Exciting. Okay. By the way, I'm loving that I have this separate window that has everyone's chats from wherever they're watching. So I'm loving that. Okay. So Toy, let's talk a little bit about your situation. For those of you that don't know, she is publishing a book on Mother's Day. So exciting. Congratulations. And what's cool is that while you're launching Toy, you can be figuring out, I'm not sure what your book is about exactly, but is there a message in there that you'd like to start bringing to the stage? And there's lots of different ways that you can start stage prep. If you haven't spent a lot of time public speaking, then it's a really good idea to start doing more live streams, to start guesting in other people's Facebook groups, get it out there more, get used to this kind of situation. A lot of people go to Toastmasters to get more comfortable public speaking. Another thing I highly recommend is 1 Million Cups. We'll be talking about that much more in the challenge, but there are so many different ways that you can start building your confidence as your book release is coming up. And, you know, for you specifically, since you're launching this book, I would be researching the heck out of podcasts and getting booked on podcasts promoting your book launch. I hope that that's helpful and gives you some ideas. Any questions that we have about public speaking, about publishing a book, about becoming this new influencer in your niche? That's what it's all about, right? We're continuing our businesses. We love our businesses, but we want a bigger impact. We don't just want to keep doing the time for money thing. We want to be getting our names out there. Look at people like Lewis Howes, Tony Robbins, Chalene Johnson. Yes, they love what they do, but they also have a much greater impact speaking at events and publishing these incredible books. So this is something that I highly recommend you start looking into this process, because maybe you don't have a huge team and millions of dollars in the bank. That's okay. I prove that you can launch a book and have it be an Amazon bestseller with just you and your friend promoting the crap out of it, right? It's totally 100% possible. Yeah? Okay, well, I hope that this advice has been super helpful. I'd love to know how I can serve you more. So if you have specific questions, please put them below. Remember, it all starts with how much time can you start putting aside every single week to start hitting your goals and getting stuff organized, to start putting them into an actionable plan. If plans make you squirm, I totally get it, but we've spent enough time visioning what the future could look like. Now it's time to actually put it into action so that we make that vision a reality. Yeah? So I'm really hoping I see you in my Stage by Summer challenge. The link is below. If you're listening and you want to type it into your browser, it's bit.ly/stage by summer. Sign up, come say hi in the private group. We start on May 20th, so it is coming up. I hope to see you there. I cannot wait. And now I'm going to be signing off and figuring out how to sign off because, like I said, this is a new software. So shout me out in the comments below and I will see you soon. Alrighty, here we go.